Are you starting to understand the influence of the beast now? The gashes of pain and corruption torn by its presence into plants and wildlife. You see the scars, the scabs from these wounds. But do you understand what the beast does beyond eyesight? Some of its influence is more subtle, hidden, like concealed roots of a strangling weed suffocating the healthy crop.
Are you saying there's something in the air, influencing our minds?
The power of the stone reaches into the spirit, turns it into something twisted, seducing and corrupting the strong and weak alike in different ways. You have to listen within to find how savagely the beast has already clawed at your spirit.
If you can find the signs of what you speak, it is already too late.
Do I look nervous? Well, that's because I am. Say, Carter, do you believe in astrology? Think about it. If all this horror is real, isn't it kind of comforting to have a mystical connection to something that helps and anchors you?
Neither really gives you answers to anything. I prefer to change what I can change and just do what I can do. Finally, I know where the headquarters are. We should get there quickly. There was total carnage in the labs and offices, but the headquarters are better guarded. After all, it's where the CEOs are, right? Maybe they had enough security goons to fend off the monsters. This path should lead me straight to the gas station. A stack of numbered signs. 0, 2, and 9 have marks on them. What was that? Dead. She doesn't look like a hunter or a tourist, so she's likely prisoned. Perhaps she was trying to evacuate and got lost. Huh. She's been stabbed. The knife is still stuck. Strange. No reason to leave a good blade. Waste not, want not. This place looks like it's been abandoned even before the monsters showed up. No wonder there's hardly any traffic through this area. Even the plants turn predatory. It's as if they learned that this is a place people will be drawn to. If I want to search it, I need to find another way in. There's gotta be another entrance. Maybe through here.
No. Don't come any closer. No. Help.
I'm not a monster. What are you on about? What happened?
That dude, the guide, he said he would lead us to safety. But then Bernie broke his leg, and that lunatic said we had to leave him behind. Laura disagreed, and he... Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. But he said he would protect us from monsters, so we followed him.
But what happened? Are you the only one who made it?
He turned. It became like those things. Jesus. He butchered all of them. I hid. He left. I think. But what if he comes back? I gotta get away from here.
Poor guy. Whatever horrors he saw, they broke him. My adversary is mocking me. He must not be taking me seriously if he wastes time with petty indulgences.
Damn, you've got us far, son. Not gonna lie, we wouldn't have made it without you. You ready for one last push? Let HQ know we're still alive and need help?
You pulled your weight, old man. Couldn't wish for a better guide. Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Just stay sharp out there. There's more creatures here than anywhere we've been before. Best case, HQ and security held out and called in the cavalry. If that doesn't pan out, well, I say we get drunk, 'cause I'm all out of ideas.
Raise one for me if I don't make it back, old man.
We worshipped the Thurul stone and appeased the beast within for many seasons, many generations, long before the people of Prism came to these lands. As the beast slumbered, the nature thrived, and only now and then when the beast stirred would it affect the waking world. But your people in white coats woke it up. And now it claws at reality, opening festering wounds and corrupting everything in its shadow.
So, Prism stole the stone, and that's why we're in this mess.
One stone? There are as many as stars, Carter. Shattered pieces lie everywhere, some deep within the Earth's embrace, small and big, well hidden, but but sometimes in plain sight. After the ground shook with strength and anger, the people of Prism found a big shard of the rule's stone, and they took it. Now the beast is shaking off its slumber and dreams of others in its image.
And how would you use that knowledge to help me and your people?
Our greatest hope is to prevent it from fully awakening. How exactly that happens is out of my control.
Guess it's never been this bad, huh? We just have to figure it out as we go.
Prism headquarters is in arm's reach. Instead of wasting time stockpiling or repairing old junk, you should just go there as soon as possible.
It's called preparation, lady. It's what's kept us alive so far.
Joel! Yes! He has always been jealous of Edward's countless achievements, his money, his class, his charm, everything. He would be so petty as to slander a real man, a good man, with his last breath.
Prism has 2 CEOs. Why all the fawning over one?
Oh, please. You've obviously never met the man. Joel is a greedy worm. A phony lacking any vision or competence to lead Prism out of a crisis. You'll see for yourself when you finally get going. If you hurry, we could be rescued before nightfall.
All right, I'll see for myself. After I'm done preparing. Max is still out and roaming. Wish I was as lucky as that little stray. He always gets back safe and sound. There you are. So, what did you find this time? Another slimy carcass? Old bones? Or are you just enjoying yourself? Oh, one of the trippy places. Can you see them too? Smell what's going on here. I don't quite get what I'm seeing, but is that what you really look like, boy? Well, I'm not one to judge a book by its cover. Just be a good dog, okay? All right, come on then, before something tries to sneak up on us. monster goop and creature carcasses. HQ security seems to have kept them at bay. Maybe they retreated further into the complex. Nobody here. Did they get overwhelmed? No, there's not enough bodies. Where could they be? If anyone's still alive, they would have probably retreated to the upper floors. Now I gotta find a safe way up there.
Someone respond. And stuck in the basement.
I read you. What's your situation?
And stuck in the basement. They're a strange here. They killed. I don't know how long.
Damn. It's probably too late. Seems to be crawling with monsters below. Gotta be careful if I don't want to end up the same way. never get used to this. But taking from the dead to help the living, well, it needs to be done. And I need that access card.
Okay, one more time. Dash, dot, dot, dash, and then dot, dash, dash, dot. It's not that hard. Get your shit together, Nick.
Someone's angry. Looks like an upper management office. If I find information anywhere, it's here. Someone in management must have known what's really going on. There's a crumpled piece of paper in the trash. A note addressed to Joel O'Brien.
I will not repeat myself again, Joel. We are not signing a military contract. They'll just take the Chaos Stone or send their brass to breathe down our necks. Either way, we would forfeit our freedom of research and control over what we do with the results. That is unacceptable.
Hey, am I hallucinating? Are you a real human? With the company? Please, tell me you're with the government or military.
Name's Carter. Don't mean to disappoint, sir, but I'm just a supply runner for prison. Are you O'Brien? Do you know what the hell is going on here?
I'm not going anywhere, and I can't promise I'll make it to the end of my story, but be my guest, Mr. Carter. It was unlike anything we'd ever seen. Beautiful, full of potential, otherworldly.
Focus, Joel. What made this stone so special?
Something that could change the world fell right into our hands. But we had no money to fund our research. I got in touch with Ed. The man has more wealth than anyone could ever spend. And he too saw the vast potential of the stone. So we created Prism. We worked so hard. So very hard. Yet years went by without tangible results.
The current results seem pretty damn tangible to me. You unwittingly opened a door to things you cannot comprehend.
I see. I remember you now, Carter. Experiment 5, 7... what the hell does it matter? You're here. You seem reasonably stable. So, if you don't mind, let us continue. Edward, he became obsessed with the stone and its power. He never intended to share it with me, with the world. Maybe it turned him. Maybe he was always like that. Never a friend.
The stone did this. It's no miracle. It's a curse.
Regardless, he did it. He activated the stone without any thought for human or other life. The changes to the environment, the monsters, all of it. I didn't want any of this. I tried. Now Ed and his bullshit cult locked themselves in the lab and will doom us all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't stop him. I should have known. I should have.
Joe. Do you hear that? It's like, not you, fool. And it is not merely a call. Someone wants to subdue me.
Leralo otrol, magokaya yanaga.
I don't know what that means.
Niffa! Wait, what? An ordinary human? Wait, I remember you. Test subject 35 something something. Perhaps. Yes. Perhaps you are more than meets the eye. Lilularathrol Mugakayanaga.
Your command of their language is lacking. Try practicing on the lesser creatures. The ones that crawl on the floor, as befits your own station.
No! My incantations are perfect. Lirulurothrol Mugakayanaga.
Pathetic.
Such arrogance! Such insolence! Thurl commands even you! And I shall wield Thurl's powers. Gloat while you still can, creature of the abyss. For in the end, all shall be chained to Thurl's will, and thus mine!
I feel no shame to admit that our kind is indeed prone to arrogance. But you, creatures, you really think you are the first to attempt this? Or, indeed, so special and gifted to succeed where countless have failed over eons? And you think you're different? Yes, Carter. I have endured failure and humiliation. I have learned from it that both this human and our adversary still share the same kind of hubris, will work to our advantage.
Everything we've been through makes you think, doesn't it? How the choices we make lead us to the weirdest places. And sometimes you stand at the crossroads and are forced to choose between two rough tracks. And once you take the first step, there's no turning back. And you ponder and doubt yourself. You ever been in love, Carter?
Thanks, but let's pat ourselves on the back when we're home safe, okay, Dad?
Just stay sharp out there. There's more creatures here than anywhere we've been before. Best case, HQ and security held out and called in the cavalry. If that doesn't pan out, well, I say we get drunk, 'cause I'm all out of ideas.
We'll get blind drunk either way, man. Count on me.
I can't believe it. Edward cannot be the head of some ludicrous cult. It goes against everything he stands for. Everything I thought I knew about him.
The allure of power corrupts the weak and the steadfast alike.
Joel. Yes. He has always been jealous of Edward's countless achievements, his money, his class, his charm, everything. He would be so petty as to slander a real man, a good man, with his last breath. If Edward has anything to do with the cult, he's surely their victim. His good nature and benevolence are easy to take advantage of.
With everything that's going on, it's hard to tell what's real and what's not. We shouldn't be too quick with conclusions or accusations.
Please tell me you found something. Tell me we can set things right and bring Prism to justice.
I'm sorry, but I couldn't get any actual evidence.
But we know where all the evidence is, right? We need to return to the lab.
Jackie, there are things in that place I can't even describe. The whole place is overrun with creatures. There's nothing to go back to but certain death.
We've got to do something. You can't just give up when we're so close. All those deaths, all those people suffering by Prism's recklessness.
If we die, there won't be any justice for us either.
If we could just go back there. Oh, I'm an activist, damn it. I hate just standing around idly.
That evidence isn't going anywhere. When the dust settles, we'll get it. Or someone else will if this goes south.
The trees tell me many stories. I prefer to listen to them while they're still alive. But others, like the stories inked as symbols on their papery remains. Some contain wisdom, some contain history. And while every story is worthwhile, not listening to the living things around us will always be alien to me. But one of your people's writings surprised me.
Well, that's one more book than I've read. Voluntarily.
It was written by a man from the island of Rhodes. The way he tells stories, he must have felt the touch of the beast. It seemed to me that he dreamed the same dreams the beast shares with us. He spoke of creatures, undying, dreaming in fathomless cities and between the stars, terrible in their might, much like the beast of our land. You have to listen within to find how savagely the beast has already clawed at your spirit.
Are you telling me there is more than one beast? More of this horror everywhere? I have no doubt that someone in Prism knows what's going on here, and I'd bet my bottom dollar it's the scientists. Pencil pushers rarely have a clue what's really behind their reports and numbers, so the corporate labs might be my best chance at finding someone who can help us. What's with all the secrecy, Frank?
You were reassigned to one of Prism's labs. Apparently you volunteered for the experiments they were running. I've been with Prism long enough to know that whoever goes in there doesn't come back.
I'm standing right here, Frank. Maybe I wasn't a good test subject.
Son, I'm afraid you made a perfect one. Have you been feeling off lately? Aside from the memory gaps, troubling dreams, words that aren't your own?
What are you on about, huh? We're in a living nightmare. I barely get any rest. I don't even remember what I said or who I talked to 5 hours ago.
Still, you know what I'm really talking about. The places you go turn people into those things. Everyone dies or goes crazy. But you always make it back, safe and sound. Can you explain that, Carter? If that's still who you are.
Can you even hear yourself? I've been risking my goddamn life to get us all out of here. I brought you everything we need. I kill these things every day. For you.
True. You've protected us from the other monsters out there. But now I've got to protect everyone else from the monster among us. You. I'm sorry, son. You were a good man. A good friend. But I did what had to be done.
Cunning to the end. His death is a waste. You did what had to be done. The heart of all this madness. And by the looks of it, the worst mutants and monsters come from here, or are drawn here. That's some kind of alarm. A handwritten draft for an announcement. It says, "For the last time, everyone, it's not the stone or Chaos Stone. The proper name is Thurul Stone. Let's be professional about our research and use correct terms."
Access card accepted. Unlocking door to Section 1. Door unlocked.
What was that? Let's see what we got here. A restrained man. Can't tell if he's dead or alive. I could open the door and check. Whoa. There's something slithering out of his head. That was no ordinary quake. Sounds like it cracked some walls nearby. Well, now I have to find another way out. Holy... The body is still breathing, but that cracked open skull is telling a different story.
Who are you? Only the devoted may walk here.
What are you doing here?
So you've joined the ranks of the Ascended as well? If you are a neophyte, it's probably too late. Our Supreme Leader is preparing the final ritual at this very moment, and only the most ardent of faith may be in his presence.
What does he want to achieve? Why does he think he commands such power?
Our Supreme Leader is going to awaken the power of the Chaos Stone. May he bask eternally in its glory. Humankind will emerge changed, awakened.
Where? Tell me, minion. now.
There are leaflets. We ran out, but there should be some left. I gotta go now. I feel watched. I mean, I'm being summoned.
What? Wait. Jammed. I have to find a way to reset the control system. Doesn't seem to work anymore. Doesn't seem to work anymore. What the hell? Why am I rigged up in there? Or does it just look like me? I've been here before, but it seems all wrong. It's like in my dreams. But something is here with me. Something dreadful. This place looks safe, for now. What's that?
Impossible. Edward, that insolent bastard. I thought he would still need weeks, no, months.
What the hell are you on about, Roger?
Once again, you proved dim-witted, despite your general usefulness. The damn dog could have figured out that Edward was planning to activate the stone. I grew too complacent. I didn't think he'd move so quickly. I failed.
Two fools chasing for the same price. Two lone wolves unfit to hunt.
Despite the cosmic powers guiding me, I was shackled to the mundanities of corporate hierarchy. I was still pitted against the top of the food chain. Patience and determination were my only abundant resources. Though it was all for naught. Believe me, things would have been different if I had seized the stone's power.
Different, but not the way you imagine. Strange. This must be the place, but it looks abandoned. What happened here? Where is everyone?
A man twisted by the beast's touch. I was hunting for one. Frank suspected there would be two. I came to realize he was right.
And you think I'm the other one?
You aren't the one I set out to hunt. You might not feel it yet, but you are the same threat. You bring darkness from the beast's dream. A darkness my people cannot allow to exist.
I have faced greater hunters than you. Your time has come. care in the world. Wish I could go back to that blessed ignorance. This strange little creature has uncanny powers. Why do I grow so fond of it?
Sometimes I feel like you understand me. Well, I mean, we don't always see eye to eye, but at least you listen. You seem to have an uncanny connection to the creatures. Like you understand them too.
The connection is not limited to the lesser creatures. I crave connection to all.
Sanity is in short supply these days, huh? Even among people you know and like. There's so many judgmental hypocrites in the world, no matter how noble you think their cause is. The stories I could tell you. Let me tell you one right now. I try to live a sustainable life, promoting minimalism, waste reduction, only eating meat if it would spoil otherwise. I own a lot of secondhand clothes. There's plenty to go around from family and friends. You'd be surprised. Leather boots, fur jackets, stuff like that.
I think I know where this is going. Please, continue.
Let's say many of my peers flip their shit when they see me wearing any of that. The fur jacket especially. Nobody asks for my reasons, or for context. They all just assume the worst and judge me on that, instead of my actions.
Guess those with ideals are judged the harshest.
That's the cruel reality of activism, man. And you know what? If I was the weak person they think me to be, I would have quit. But instead I'm here, fighting harder than ever before.
The squabbles of your siblings in arms are ludicrous. Your tenacity, however, is remarkable.
To be honest, I can hardly believe we survived for this long. Of course, you did a satisfying job, and all that without following any procedures or regulations. I just didn't expect anyone could survive such wild and dangerous circumstances. Truth be told, I didn't think I had it in me. You see, after Woodstock, I promised myself I would stay on the straight and narrow and avoid anything crazy.
Wait, did you just say Woodstock? You were there? Oh, tell me everything.
Well, you know, I was younger back then and a little wilder. I was on the East Coast attending college and working, and I wasn't planning on going at first, but my friends convinced me. You only live once, you know? So I went. And let's just say it was an unforgettable experience.
Oh, would have loved to be there. The music, the atmosphere, everything must have been pretty exciting and inspiring.
No. It was filthy, chaotic, and full of losers with no sense of purpose in life. And it made me realize I needed to work harder and devote myself to becoming someone. Not them. I wasn't serious about college, and I wasn't saving money for the future. But the experience made me focus on what's important. So you could say that Woodstock indeed inspired me to turn my life around and become a competent and independent woman whose expertise is highly valued at Prism.
And thus you found a home that embraced what you are.
I believed in Edward. I truly did. He is a great leader, and I would have gone every step of the way with him into the jaws of the swirling cosmos. I thought he was meant for great things.
What changed?
Edward sent me to one of our remote facilities to bring more fresh blood into the fold. I have a knack for recruitment, you see. He trusted me to turn the faithless and open any doubtful minds.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. Seems to be your thing.
Very astute, Carter. I had to stay in the complex, and that night, in this lone space between spaces, in the starless wilderness, a creature came to me in my dream. It's hard to describe its magnificent allure. Majestic and divine and entirely otherworldly. It embraced me, its tentacles offering sensual caresses, its razor teeth shining with a benevolence that would make an ordinary mortal's heart burst and steal your breath to offer it to the dark void between dying suns. And it whispered hidden truths too terrible to remember, except between the haze of dream and waking.
You were granted a vision, but its meaning is yet vastly beyond your understanding.
When I woke up, I knew. I realized how wrong I was. Edward was not meant for greatness, and neither was I, if I kept following a mere mortal who tried to shackle the impossible to his frail husk. I needed to submit directly to the power of the stone. Heed, Carter. Our greatness is not absolute, but our faith in the entity of the stone must be. It is what elevates us above the meek, makes us the seeing among the blind. Edward's hubris will be his undoing, and we must make the world see that. That is my purpose. The usurper must be stopped.
I submit to no one, and your groveling means nothing to me. This place isn't right. No, I don't have a good feeling about this. Chanting in the distance. What language is that? I only recognize one word. Thorough. It will tear your mind apart. I feel like someone's watching me.
Behold! Bask in the cosmic radiance of the Thural Stone. With its power, I will change the world, put an end to the Cold War, and bring enlightenment, order, and prosperity.
If all that death, destruction, and madness is your idea of prosperity, I'd rather put an axe in your head. I have seen warlocks with more foresight and mental fortitude fail. Carter thought you would be a true danger, but you are more of a puppet than he ever was.
Mind your place, abomination. You are nothing but a byproduct of the grand design I am weaving. You are prey that deluded itself into thinking it's a hunter.
All the more embarrassing for you when that byproduct takes you down, you bastard. Prey. Maybe. But I can fight back. You are nothing but a prepared meal, ready to be devoured. And you even revel in it.
I must admit, you, aberration, are truly an agent of chaos. I did not expect that your little game would interfere with my ascension. So be it then. You could have submitted, become a part of something greater. But you chose oblivion.
I agree.
Mugokai aya thurul. For cosmos, hupsoth vihai, fatangan ila manug, nafathagan, finugai nafaithaganya. Yes, Thurul's power courses through me. It is beautiful. The radiance of 1,000 stars. Unlimited. What? No. Impossible! You cannot do that! I command you! I am your master!
Damn. Psyched myself up for nothing. Good riddance, Edward. Don't let your guard down, fool. Can't you feel it? This is not over.